Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. I am out visiting my son in Vacaville. He's in the Air Force, and we just grabbed dinner and just hanging out, and thought I'd do a quick video on what happens when the VA denies your claim, and not necessarily what happens, but why did they deny your claim? And oftentimes, now there's a whole host of different reasons on why the VA would deny your claim, not service connect you. But primarily what I see is lack of development, lack of developing your claim when you get ready to file it. And so what happens is when you go to file your claim, you need to prove, one, that you have a condition, you have a diagnosis. What happens is some of us think that the VA is going to help us with the diagnosis piece. Very, very, very rarely will the VA actually help in the diagnosis aspect of your claim. So you yourself, as the veteran, need to file evidence of that condition, a diagnosis from a doctor. I've talked about it before, right? The things that are needed for your claim are active duty time. You need to prove that, and you do that with your DD-214 or DD-214s. That opens up that window of opportunity for you. And then the second thing, it'd be your diagnosis. You need to prove to the VA that you actually have a condition. And with that condition, it can't just be a one-off, I had a problem once and it went away. What you need to show the VA is that your condition is chronic in nature or has some sort of residual effects. So that's number two. The third thing that's needed is a nexus. That is the link between the condition and your time in service, really. So what you're looking at is you're looking at proving that your condition either A, manifested during your time in service, or is as a result of your service, some sort of in-service event or what have you, something showing that your condition manifested or is a result of your service. Now, there's different ways that you can do it, and I've talked about in other videos, whether it's getting buddy statements, Nexus letter from your doctor, looking at your physical health assessments within the VA, to name a few different ways. The easiest and best way, but often the least used, because we don't see the doctors when we're in service, is an actual diagnosis during your military service. Would be the easiest way to prove that nexus. But barring that, then it's looking at your exit health assessment for any sort of paperwork that you may have filled out complaining about any conditions, getting those buddy statements, getting that nexus letter from your doctor, utilizing your MOS as a potential conduit to that condition. And so what happens is when you file your claim, you may not be proving the nexus. I've seen it many times where veteran A says, hey, I'm going to file a claim, and I'm filing this claim for this diagnosed condition that I have. And I know that it happened during service, but they have nothing in their claim that actually proves that their condition did manifest during service. There's nothing in there that ties it to their time in service. And that becomes a huge problem when it gets to the VA. Oftentimes, the VA will review your file. They will see that you have nothing in there that shows that your condition is due to your time in service, or that it manifested during your time in service, or there was some sort of an in-service event that caused the condition. And so they will just deny your service connection completely. And that's a problem. Then you got to go through, file your appeal, you got to grab more information, file more paperwork, and go through that appeal process. And that takes time, and it's extremely frustrating for veterans. So the best advice that I can give any veteran who is looking to file a claim is to, number one, file your intent to file, ITF, intent to file. File that intent to file, and that will buy you 12 months of time to develop your claim and preserve your effective date as the date that you filed and the VA received that intent to file from you. So very, very important information for you to know and do. Having that intent to file buys you that time, allows you to develop your claim, get the information that you need in order to file an appropriate claim with the VA. And when you do that, it will put you in the right position to get your claim approved by the VA, and that is the goal. All right, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one, and remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong. Thanks.